So you want to learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knops got loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the Monday nights than here, having a few chuckles and damn good.
But this one,
That one's hilarious. Sweet jokes.
no, there isn't. Not a one. What? Betty's loaded. Pants get a little tight on him.
Welcome to another episode of Two Beerded Guys.
Welcome back, guys. As you can tell, my less handsome brother has decided to join us today.
What's up, guys?
But thank you very much, though, because, unfortunately our guest got stuck in traffic on her way back from Nashville, Tennessee, and anybody who's made that drive knows that could happen real fucking easy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, sucks. We would have loved to have her, but we'll have her on again soon, and it's a good excuse for us to drink with Brett again.
Yes.
And, that really breaks our heart when we have to do that.
Yeah.
Well,
It's just rough. As always, if Facebook does something weird while you're watching, feel free to turn over to YouTube. If you don't already follow our YouTube, why? But seriously, do it. It is the one thing that is the most consistent streaming channel.
It has been. There was one time for a month it was down.
We had 1 month where there was like 4 episodes that are lost to the abyss now because they never went on YouTube. But other than that, they are.
And they were your best episodes.
Debatable.
We have good episodes.
It's a low bar, we know.
Very low bar. And always thanks to all our sponsors, blah, 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 blah. Especially Craft or Die Cam. Without them, we wouldn't be able to, afford the glasses that we get a lot of. We still can't afford the glasses.
Yeah, what?
I was trying. No, actually, they're the coolest things. And there's a cool release coming up. He gave a little teaser today. I think I know what it is, but I'm not 100% sure, so I can't tell you exactly yet because it's just a guest picture teaser, and I hate when he does that because I'm usually right, but I second guess myself a lot. So
No.
yeah, excited for that. We have a great beer lineup, I believe, at least after the first one. Nothing else. We got some wicked can art.
Wicked sweet.
And we're definitely trying to end with a bang tonight.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yay. Matt, as always, what are you looking forward to?
Actually, quite a few. I was having a tough time with this. I'm gonna go with, because it's the one that I don't know about yet, is the man-eating toaster.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wicked can art.
Yeah, because I was got Wicked Sweet Can Art, and it sounds like it's gonna be a CT Crunch beer. And the other 3 that I was looking forward to, I already have high expectations for. This one, I don't know much about.
John?
The correct answer is any of the last 3.
Right.
I mean, but I guess I'll go with the Allagash because it is probably the ones I've had the least of with those 3 places. And they are amazing every time. And I just want to see if that streak continues.
Brett? He's like, I like beer.
Yes.
I like you guys. I'm more into the last 3, but if I exclude that, I'm gonna go with Jesus Negra, just because it's fun to say.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Jesus.
Yep.
All right, and for me, as
Bet it's
cliche as it is, it's Burns.
Yeah.
That's going to be tasty.
Oh, yeah.
I had to break out a little fire. Brett's saved our ass a few times now by being on the show and helping out with different things. He's going to be... Make sure you guys, if you haven't been to events yet, I'm telling you right now, the energy's different this year. The feel's different. They feel bigger. It's back to kind of what the old fest feel used to be. So we're really excited for a lot of our upcoming events. On 420, we are at Bargersville for Taxman. Death and Taxes Day. We are pumped for that.
Yeah.
Matt's favorite event that he's been to in the past. I've never been. So this will be... Nope. This will be a hell of an event for us. In May, we have a few coming up, and we have including Anderson on Taps in May. Right? No. No, that's in June.
That's
At
in
baseball.
later.
June. Anderson on taps in June, which you'll get to see this ugly mug. He's helping out because both Matt and I will be out of town, so he's helping John. We have events every single month this year.
It's always going to be eventful.
The only one we don't have anything lined up for at this point is December, but, you know, John always dreads. He feels like I'll eventually put one there. But right now, we are at least one event a month, and they're all fire. We'll have a cool post coming up again. I try to keep you guys up to date on what ones are coming up, but we have other cool stuff to tell you. But first, we got to have Matt tell us what he sees, and then we got to drink, and then I'll tell you more of the shit that's coming up.
Hells yes.
So we got Ben watching, Pot with Ben, provider of the
What's up,
first
Ben?
beverage, I'm told.
Yes, he is.
He said the title doesn't apply considering it's not Tuesday.
Yeah. His wife did not like us talking about that last time.
Ew. And then Ben further says, also, good Lord, John, gun show tonight? You selling ticks?
Dude, as much as he's been working out, he's got to show them guns off,
Oh
baby.
yeah, baby.
He's looking good.
Do you have your permit?
No.
To the gun show.
All illegal, buddy. What is this we're drinking?
This is from New York. New York's finest. It's New York's first farm cidery. 9-Pin Signature is what it's from. 9-Pin's mission is to support New York agriculture by producing quality craft ciders using 100% local New York apples and fruit. Our signature cider is crafted with a unique blend sourced from Samuscott Orchards in Kinderhook, New York. It is fermented with a white wine yeast, creating a crisp, bold, and refreshing cider. This is gluten-free.
Glutton for punishment.
And 6.7%.
That's strong.
That's pretty good for a cider.
That ain't bad for a cider.
Ooh, right button. Right button.
How's the can look since we didn't check
Looks
it?
like it's been drinking. It's a little tilted.
I can see the camera does look a little tilted, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Are we going action pose? Or
Yeah, fuck it.
just the,
At break, I'll fix it. The first
Yeah.
half's action pose.
the beer is spinning uphill. We've also got Jen just jumped on. Jen Bloomquist says, cheers, guys. What's
What up,
up,
Jen?
Beersies? This smells like a pretty tasty
does.
cider. Like, before I even tried drinking it, like,
The nose is solid.
The
Yeah.
fact that it was made with the white wine yeast.
it's a sweet and bright,
smell.
crisp,
I can taste
smelling
the
apple.
wine.
I'm,
Ooh,
I'm,
that's
I'm
not
anticipating that dryness.
That's not bad. If I remember right, Ben said he didn't like it that well, but
I like the nose better
Ben
than
was
the
wrong.
taste.
I didn't
This
taste
is
it
pretty
solid.
solid.
It is definitely wine-like.
Yeah.
And I'm just not being a big wine guy like that. It doesn't appeal to me as much. I like the smell. I love the smell of it.
It tastes a lot like you mixed wine with a fresh bite of apple.
Yeah, really use some grapefruit juice and an apple.
But it's really funny. It's like literally, it's like wine, bite.
Yeah.
This, you pair this with any charcuterie board, anything like
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that
Oh, yeah.
you'd do a nice glass of wine with.
Break those bad boys out at Polo.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
be all fancy.
Yeah,
New York's finest.
we'd be fancy.
Pinky's out.
I mean, it has a gold top and everything.
Yeah.
Ben says, you're welcome. He didn't like it that much, but also he was about 5 deep when he got it, so.
This one's pretty good.
Well,
buddy.
that's as far as he can reach, so. Oh, sorry.
You can confirm.
Tuesdays.
We also got a Tyler Butcher on. Says, 3rd annual Kikiyanga Craft Fest. Come join us at the fort.
When is that one,
Yeah,
Tyler?
when is that one?
Yeah, let us know what that is. Well, hopefully it's not December.
Tyler's. I hope it is. That'd be fucking amazing. If it's December, he will make my fucking day because
Right.
I will have hit the bingo card.
Every fucking month. I can appreciate that though.
Doesn't it just feel right?
No,
Yeah, it does. Just feels right. Just feels right.
it's not Tuesday.
You're right.
Tuesday's
it's Monday,
Ben's
big-
day.
It's
Damn it.
It's Monday, big boy.
Yeah, this is your day. You got to put up with him.
Speaking of putting up with me, I about punched a fucking Tennessee fan in the face yesterday. Motherfucker started talking shit 5 minutes into the game.
This
Yeah.
doesn't surprise me.
I got that text.
This Boilermaker was ready to throw hands, baby. And then when we won, I went like this as he walked away.
I could just imagine when you sent me that text. I'm like, Tyler's probably standing up. He said this is some old rich Tennessee fucker. So I imagine
Yep.
he's 73 years old with a cane and can't stand up.
No cane.
So Tyler's blocking his view.
No, he was in front of me,
Oh,
turned around to tell me to shut up because I literally was like, that's a foul. Wasn't even screaming it. I just went, that's a foul.
yeah.
And the dude turns around and goes, shut up. And I went, Okay.
You were gonna punch an old handicap man.
I was going to let him punch me first, but he was going to hit the ground. I can tell you that right now. I had no problems with it. My ass would have watched the rest of that game in the fucking stadium jail, baby. But my Boilermakers won. I'm going to the Final Four this weekend. Pumped. I hope I won't be on the show Monday. I'm not staying in Phoenix for that, but if they win, I will be sitting at home with my family or friends or myself and give zero shits if that's all I have to do. I will be watching the national title game. You cannot pay me enough to miss that if we make the game.
No, I get that. We'd still have the show.
Yeah.
But
I would not be here.
I get that.
So the plan is theoretically, I'll still be here, but the plan is for me not to be because boiler up, baby. Back to this drink.
Who's the team of destiny?
Purdue, duh.
Or NC State, baby.
NC State, that round mound of rebounding.
I want to
on
watch that matchup.
He weighs less and is shorter than Edie. I don't care how fat you are. Edie's just bigger than you. Good luck.
He is. He's excited to see
He's
it.
a little more rounder than Zach.
A couple of things. Tyler says the Craft Fest is June 15th, if you want to jot that one down.
Probably not, but I'll look at the schedule.
We got Blake Lavaro jumped on.
What up, Blake?
Says, sorry, got here late. What are we talking about? We'll let you know in just a second. Go back to Can Cam.
Go back to Can Cam, yeah.
And Ben Carnahan says, I ain't afraid of hitting old man. Tyler.
Ben sat with me through enough Purdue games. He knows.
He's got a brand.
Talk shit to me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's the one time you can't do it. I can withhold the punch if I need to.
Yeah.
You talk shit during a Purdue game. I can't make any promises.
Called abrasive.
Yes.
We're drinking a cider out of New York called from Nine Pin. It's New York's finest cider. It's their signature. Frankly, it's like drinking white wine, nice dry white wine, and biting an apple almost simultaneously.
Yeah.
It is a really nice, crisp flavor. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Me too.
You guys set it up as if it was not going to be good because Ben was 5 deep and didn't like it. But some of us never. I'm gonna rate this first, I guess, and I'm gonna give it a 4.
Just a reminder now that you jumped on that, 3 is a perfectly average score for us. Above 4 is seek out. So that means John is telling you right now he would seek it out. 4, 7, 5, and 5. That tickles your Elmo, tweaks your tweeter, fluffs your muff, all the bullshit. Under 3, below average, but 2 to 275 still pretty drinkable. Just something's up that puts it below average. 1 to 175, now you're in the, oh, fuck, I spent money on this, or my buddy gave it to me. I'll fucking drink it, whatever. Under 1 is where we're hitting drain pour quality beer. That is the definition of fuck it out the window, and I'm done. On this show, Mama didn't raise no bitches. Well, I guess Mom did raise one. But other than that,
is there somebody behind me?
we don't drain pour on this show, but
The beer
other
guys.
than that, we would understand if it's that low. That's one of those we would understand if you just looked at somebody and went, nope.
Wait a minute. We didn't change the Dixon Nature nor the beer goddess.
Well, we're out of Dixon Nature, and I think
I thought that was a new one.
I think we've gone through.
we're
all
out
the
of Beer Goddess,
yep.
too. No, we didn't buy a new Dixon Nature calendar.
Oh, I thought it was. Okay. I thought the wife brought another Dixon Nature calendar.
I'm disappointed she didn't, but...
And Ben says, come on, Ty. This drink flies my plane.
Oh, forgot about that one. Yep, that was one of my favorites.
There was a lot of good ones though.
Flies my plane. Well, that was a recent thing when the show you missed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a Ben specific.
It's a thing we're trying. Ben's wanting to try to develop. As this really flies my plane.
Oh.
I said it, and then Ben's like, yes.
And I was just like, God damn it.
Brett,
Fitting for the movie of.
John gave it a
Yeah, I
4.
was going to say.
John gave it a 4. Brett, go ahead.
I'm not a wine drinker, not really a cider drinker, but you know what? I would smash this. 4 1/4.
You can find our scores on Untapped. We score them. That's why I'm looking at my phone right now. That's what we do. We score them on here. You can literally see it right away.
It smelled right. Tasted as good as it smelled. All the things.
I'm going to agree with John. It's a 4, so it ends up a 4 average. Fantastic cider, though.
Yeah, great.
Matt, what'd you think?
I appreciate it. I respect that it's something
he's wrong.
different. I'm not the guy that's into it as much. I'll give it a 3.75, kind of
never into it.
splitting it.
Did you not smell it on your finger?
Look at that. Gibbons is on here. Says, might want to skip Flies My Plane in September. Oh.
Bro, why do you always have to do that? Oh, Jesus
Wait,
Christ.
I got a button for that. Where'd it go? There it
Yes,
is.
there it is.
For those of you that don't follow all our social medias, which you're wrong, but if you don't, we did just announce yesterday that starting today, this is not an April Fool's joke, we have discounts pretty much across our Square store. We have $5 off 3 of our main shirts. We have a couple bucks off other shirts. We have discounts on some of our beard oils. We have discounts on Broad Ripple chips. We have discounts on all sorts of shit. Order it. We'll ship it to you. It's flat rate shipping. So the more you buy... Yeah, I know.
I got shit.
The more you buy, the more you save. It's flat rate shipping. Buy a whole bunch of shit.
Are we going to have tops on there now?
That
I'll ship
UPS
those if I have
deliveries?
to. Hey, that's their problem. If they order it, that's their problem. But...
You're shipping chips.
It gets so smashed up.
So much fun. But seriously, guys, all the shirts,
Fragile.
there's a lot of discounts. Hop on our Square store. It's in one of our most recent posts. It's actually in like 800 posts. But if you message us, you can't find it, I'll send you the link. I don't give a shit. Hop on there, take a look. Everything's discounted.
You have some earrings to ship out.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
Sold a couple more pairs this weekend. That was fun. We're running very low on earrings.
Yes.
We got to set up another order of those. So I'm pretty excited. They've gone well.
They have gone well.
They've gone well.
Excited for those.
Gibbon
They
says
look good.
he's like this because his glass was never half full when he was on the show.
Exactly. Now, our next beer is Jesus Negra Mexican Lager, 5% ABV. I'm so used to having a point something on this. By Evil Czech Brewing. Don't drink if you're pregnant. There's
Good
literally a picture of a pregnant chick with one of those like circle line throughs it.
No pregnants?
No pregnants.
So it's a Mexican lager from the Czechs.
Sometimes
And
for
they-
beer to be good, it has to get evil.
Okay.
Evil Czech's out of Mishawaka.
And Jesus Negra says it's 5%, but we know what that means. It's going to be more like 10.
I was thinking at least 8.
Yeah.
Matt caught up.
Nope. Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Oh, Gibbon says he had a can that blew up in his den.
Well, ours did.
Yeah, luckily we did not have a beer explosion this time.
No.
We've had a few geysers before.
And it even has a nice little head on it.
Geyser's head.
That goddamn Italian,
Oh, yeah.
that motherfucker fucking geysered everywhere that day.
Beer sploosh.
It was sad. So yeah, that's on there. We have a really cool partnership that you'll start seeing a lot of posts with. But we just got in our copies of Chugger Nights.
Yes.
It might be the coolest new beer drinking game I've ever seen.
It looks amazing.
It's so much fun.
So much fun.
It is one of those things that you went, how high were you? And also, yes.
Thank you, yeah.
So, really cool product.
It's Rock'em Sock'em Robots beer drinking game.
Yes.
Jousting.
Yes. It's jousting and Rocket Socket Robots met, and were drunk while doing it, and went, fuck, this is fun.
Got some good video that we're going to get out there soon.
I'm going to get edited this week, put out some little clips of that. We got a lot more video to take,
Yeah.
a lot more pictures. We're going to be taking these copies to, at least one copy to events, and letting people that meet us at our booth possibly play. So you will want to come to our booth, and you have not only cool merch, cool people to hang out with, but now you get to fucking stab some cans. Let's do this.
Yes. Whew. And speaking
Beer
of Saturday, which is when we
Beer
made those videos,
Good clarification, Brett.
great time on Saturday. I really appreciate. We went up there. It's my birthday weekend. Went up there and I felt nice. It felt special.
It's nice
Really
heading up
nice.
South Bend.
Did you stab some cans?
I just stabbed some cans.
For once, I didn't want to murder anyone while I was in South Bend.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
unusual for me.
Nope.
You were out there for like 5 hours though, so it wasn't like a full weekend or full day.
6. I was there for 6.
Oh, okay.
I got there about 2:15.
That's not even a
3:15.
work shift.
Did you stab cans?
Not really. I struggled.
Did you
I got
poke
my ass
cans?
kicked, dude. It's the one beer drinking game I got my ass
He
kicked.
got stabbed a few times.
I don't lose at beer drinking games. I was getting my ass kicked. I didn't like it. It was weird.
We had to have a photo finish or a video finish.
Dude, we did. The one
We had
with
to go to the tape.
you and Duncan, or no, you and
It was Duncan and I.
yeah, it was. You and Duncan played, and luckily I was recording because the game was so close, you couldn't tell with the naked eye who won. Like, we had to, like, break down the video and watch and see which can exploded first.
It was one of those that Pierce, and each of us didn't realize our own can was Pierce, so we were just like, yeah.
I'm like, drink!
Somebody
like,
drink.
Wait, fuck.
I can only imagine Duncan having a time of his life with that game.
Duncan didn't lose.
He did not lose.
It was a little annoying.
Yeah.
This lager's not bad.
No.
It's got a nice multi-body. The Negra having that, you know, which means it's a dark lager. Guys, it's a Mexican lager that's a dark Mexican lager. That's why it's not, you know, that light, pale color. It's a beautiful color. Nice multi. This is fun. I'm doing it on purpose.
I keep trying to click back and forth between the
As soon as I saw it go back, I did it again. Sorry, I had
We're back on the can.
Nice multi-color. Not like in that it really has a nice multi back bell.
It does, with a little bit of roast that you don't necessarily get in a lot of lagers, but it works. Mm-hmm. So it's
Easy drinking still.
yeah.
I ain't mad at that. I wouldn't kick it out of bed for eating crackers.
I think I want a little more biscuity flavor.
I will say on the big gulp, I even got a little bit of salt.
Oh yeah, I do actually. I noticed that.
That was kind of fun because that's a staple of a good Mexican,
It's Mexican
lager. So the fact that it still had that, which I thought they might have forgot. Like I thought they might have forgot because we're making a multi version. We don't need it. They
Yeah.
still
Still got it.
Yeah.
It's pretty well made.
I didn't realize that was the difference. That's what I tasted. I didn't realize that was the difference in what a Mexican.
Yeah, Mexican lagers typically
Kind
have
of lime salt
yeah.
Okay,
sort of background to it.
So,
makes sense.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
Yep.
Brett, your first score.
With everything, like you said, it went down easy.
I love this coaster.
The color of it was great, smelled good, and the roastiness that you were talking about. I'm a 3.75.
Well,
I think it's a great score, and I understand it. I'm a slight lower at 3.5.
Okay.
But I think that's a great score.
yeah, I was coming in at 3.5 as well. I think it is well done. Little bit unique with the Mexican lager, but it works really well.
It was one of those where I legitimately almost went 3.75, but it just didn't quite get there. That was unique. It was different. You don't get that a lot.
It's one of those things because here in Indiana, Sun King with Pachanga
Yeah.
makes that, and it's so popular all the way around. And other people try to mimic their Mexican lager and do something similar. And they were like, you know what, we're gonna do it, but we're gonna spin it.
We're going to do our own.
Yep.
I ain't mad at that. Matt, what would you think? Or what would you score it if you counted? You always matter. You just don't count.
I thought it was pretty good, but I just not
It's not a
my
stout.
wheelhouse.
It's not a stout or an IPA.
Count to me, man.
You know, I was gonna say it's well crafted, still good done. 3.5, above average.
What do people think about it?
Oh, yeah. The people,
The people's vote.
3.74. They agree more with Brett.
Yeah,
So, and then that cider, by the way,
they're not far off.
that cider, curious, 3.73.
Yeah.
So we were a little higher than them on that
higher
one.
on that one, yeah.
A little higher or lower on one, a little higher on another. You know,
Yeah.
Matt's been wrong all the way around most of the time, even if he did agree with us this time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of which, loving that hat. Still jealous as fuck. I love that
windmill
windmill
hat.
hat.
This is my second one because the first one got so old and just distraught. I had to beat Chris Knight up to get a new one.
Have you seen my poor Two Beerded Guys hat? That thing is starting to look
Pretty gnarly.
rough.
If only we could make a connection on something to make a hat.
Hey, but don't worry. I'm working on that actually right now. Also, I love my new Lakeville hat. Thank you, Duncan. This is a one of one. The patch is literally a former football.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
it is pretty cool.
One of one.
It's a one of one.
It sounds like a Hog Molly kind of thing. Like they would have done like a
I should
football.
get it PSA graded.
Yes.
Authentic sweat stains.
Not yet. That would be my Two Bearded Guys hat.
Yes.
I should sign it, auction it off.
Well, there's at
Hey.
least one person who'd buy that.
No, she would.
Yeah.
I think Michelle would.
She would.
Yeah. Paired up with the picture of me, Burt
I was saying
Reynolds.
that the Burt-
Hey.
wearing that hat.
Oh, I'd have to take another one.
Hey. Authentically game worn merchandise. That's
We'll take a new photo.
That's your next giveaway. Authentically game worn merchandise. Hats, t-shirts.
Jock straps, you know? John randomly just pulls this jock strap. That's what you need to do next time.
Yeah.
instead of for when you kill.
Oh yeah.
For, at
I'll
hops.
just
Jockstrap.
Oh well.
Dad.
I'll do that.
Yes.
All right.
For that one chick that like tries to look under your kill every time.
I'm ready for the next beer. Let's reel this in.
I don't know. This is kind of fun.
I may have done that already. So
Reeled it
At
in
the
or
last beer fest.
jockstrap?
Did you at the last one? Yeah. Nice.
it was gonna be a little cold.
So you wanted something?
Yeah.
You should really just like go like pedal the metal.
Snug
like,
them up
just
a little
fall
bit.
in.
Yeah.
Like a
It's
string
a great
king.
idea.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't mad. Also, we have a swappage of Funkos behind us. With all our Care Beers shirts, I felt like we needed to add a
Represent.
Care Bear. So we have Wish Bear joining the family. It's also a hefty fucking Funko.
It's got a big head.
Without being too as tall as some of them, like it's just got that weight centered, dude.
Right.
But
He's just got a different life choice.
our new friend,
all right?
large
Look at his
head.
body.
our wish is to have our own tap room. So Wish Bear is going to help us
There
do
you
that.
go. There you
Wish
go.
Bears. Wish Bear's got a large head, like every other Wish.
Nah, I get it. Who's talking a dick joke?
Sir, we don't do dick jokes on the show.
We are a family organization.
I don't think I said that's too
We're not.
highbrow.
But it's a eyebrow.
We should put the Christian fish on our logo.
That was a pretty soft joke.
And Tyler gets us canceled today. I'm sorry, guys. I'm in a really great mood after watching Purdue win yesterday. I almost got to punch a Tennessee fan.
Great once great weekend.
Yeah, I got another great weekend coming up. No matter what happens, we're going to win. But no matter what happens, it's a dream of mine. I used to watch fucking Purdue basketball with my grandmother, and she might have been more feisty when it came to Purdue basketball than I am. It's the only time I ever saw Grandma Smith actually get that feisty. Unless Grandpa was making fun of her too much, then that would also do it. But, Grandma didn't get that feisty. Grandma got feisty during Purdue basketball games.
She got feisty in basketball games.
Yeah, she did.
mean-
Lakers basketball and Purdue basketball.
It's one of those things. Obviously, you're a youngster, but even for me, they haven't been to the Final Four since I've been alive.
Yeah, I've never seen them in the Final
So-
Four. They haven't been since 80.
Yeah,
They'd only been
4.
2 times in their history.
Yeah.
69 and 80.
Nice.
Well, at least they got 1 year right. Yeah, and this team's just fun. They love each other. They're special. And you get to watch the back-to-back National Player of the Year
Well,
absolutely dominate and piss everybody in the basketball world off that he dominates.
absolutely.
Which makes me so much happier.
Rar. Rar.
Rawr.
Ben says, dude,
Actually, hold on. Rawr.
he worked from DTW to
Oh,
SEA
fucker. Damn
today
it.
and randomly would smile, laugh,
Yeah.
cry. It was an awesome weekend.
Dude, we straight up, like the game ended, we watched, the trophy presentation, the net cutting, all that shit. He was up in Timbuktu. Mom and I had great fucking seats for that game. And we, I cried when it ended. As the clock ticked down, I cried. Have no problem saying that. Ben said he did too. But we're texting each other, and I literally go, or he texts me and goes, "Whatever you do, don't leave until I see you. I have to see you." And so we met in the concourse, and straight up biggest embrace. It was, he comes from a Purdue family that's diehard Boilermaker. I come from a diehard Boilermaker family. It's just the thing that mountaintop something special, and we got 2 more steps. Got 2 more wins. 2 more wins under us. That's all it takes. 2 more wins.
Yep.
Sorry, I know it's not a sports show, but we were drinking real quick, Madam.
No,
I tell
evidently
you,
it's Pepto-Bismol.
this is
Jesus,
out
it
of
is.
order. No autographs, please, because this bad boy is definitely. I love the can art. I don't care what the beer tastes like. Again, we kind of went for an all can art start a little bit. But RARs, I love this bad boy. No autographs, please.
And Gibbons says, speaking of kilts, his twig and berries snug up just fine on their own when he's kilting.
Well, that's because you... Never mind.
He also said, we don't do dick jokes. What Patreon tier is he again?
Do I need to make a dick joke tier? Just... It's actually $25 a month. This is, again, out of order. No autographs, please. Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage. Mortal Kombat 2023. Fruited sour brewed with Hawaiian punch, pineapple juice, and pastry cream.
Yeah, that sounds good.
This was into 2023. This came in Matt's bigger shipment most recently. So it's not crazy. But, yeah.
It looks like Pepto-Bismol.
It does.
It sure does.
Definitely not one of their higher rated Untapped
Which I kind of wondered too, because they did like the
Fruited.
Mortal Kombat series, and I got a few of those in that shipment, and they were all the individual characters, and this one's like 2 of them, so it's just like a in-house collab of 2 different like beers or something.
Oh, no.
No.
Definitely not my favorite they've done.
Why does it taste like nutmeg?
I don't get nutmeg, but...
I get nut something.
Oh, it's not... No. It is not what Gibbons brought bad.
No, but it just does not taste good.
No.
Like,
This doesn't make me want to, like, drive my car into a telephone pole like the beer Gibbons gave me. But... Or the mead Gibbons gave us.
ugh.
This is nut something. It's not nutmeg, though.
It's,
Ooh, Big Gulp's worse.
yeah, I like Hawaiian Punch, and I like...
Pineapple juice
Pineapple
and
juice.
pastry cream. Whatever the fuck that is.
That must be where they fucking made a problem then, because like the other 2 things are pretty fucking great.
It's not good.
It's very much bad.
What flavor's supposed to have again?
I don't
think
taste
it actually
any of them.
gets those flavors.
Hawaiian Punch. Pineapple I do get.
Yeah,
Pineapple juice I
I get the
get.
pineapple.
And then pastry cream. So I would assume Oreo cream, basically.
That's not even cream.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Or the cream and donuts. That cream.
Oh, now that I like. See, that'd be 3 things. Because maybe this should work.
I think those flavors are there. It's just not fucking working.
It's gross.
Yeah.
It's gross. Can art's fucking amazing.
Terrible.
And they clearly had permission because it has the Mortal Kombat logo on it. Which I do find hilarious.
Always got a C and D.
Well, they get those from the Slush Puppy company all the time. IC whatever, whoever it is that had the Slush Puppy dog.
Yeah.
They get those all the time. That's why they don't repeat logos or labels. Ooh, you want to know how I know I don't like it? I'm getting the belches.
Gibbons says, I brought 5 fire beers, possibly one of the highest rated shows we've done. Maybe fair statement. But the fucking mead.
Yeah, it lowered the average, motherfucker.
Yeah.
If I could have given that a -5, I would have.
Ooh.
Oh, that fucking mead.
That was nearing Listerman Pride level.
Now,
And
On-
the theme
on
of
the-
March Madness, that was terrible.
TRBL Turtle.
You know what's funny about this, though? It doesn't taste good. But I'm also not, like, hating life with it.
Well, I don't hate life. I just hate
So-
that beer.
Yeah, I
Just doesn't sit right.
I could sit and I could drink it. I won't be happy about it.
No. I don't think I could finish a can. I don't.
I could finish a can just because I am who I
Because
am.
you're the human dumpster.
Yes.
Oh, my bad. Garbage disposal. I apologize.
Yeah.
Dumpsters get lit on fire.
It'd be I could choke down a can.
Yeah, you can.
so I'll say in defense of the mead, like, it went bad. It may have been, like,
We
good
don't
at
know
some
that.
point, but, like, this is pretty fresh, and this just isn't good. Like, it's different between, like, an infection and obviously it going bad, and this just not. No.
Yeah. Where are you going?
I'm first. It's easy. 0.75. It's drain pour.
That's too high.
See?
No, it's not 0.25 or 0.5.
Ugh.
Right. I was gonna go 1. That's where I was at. Is that threshold?
I'm 0.75. I'm not.
Drain pour.
Yes.
Good. I knew I could count on my brother for something. As soon as John said 1, I was like, motherfucker. Matt, what would you score if you
0.5.
counted?
Hard. I don't normally score under a 1.
When
and,
Matt's
like,
the harsh one.
I know.
Damn.
I know.
I mean, he didn't even let you finish.
we can just.
Look it out the window, sir.
That was no.
I mean,
And I was so excited for it too. That made it even worse. And Roar normally makes good. Or sorry, Rar normally makes pretty good stuff. Like,
Rawr.
I mean, Matt finished before you.
Well, I figured that would happen.
hey, it's a race, man. Bang.
One and done, Bubby. Yeah. Hey, one pump chump. You know.
It's like golf, right? Low score.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Is that what I'm doing wrong?
I heard multiple different things there, and I don't know if anything I heard is all that was actually said.
What's sad
Yes.
is it probably was. So I will say this: since we're drinking out of this glass here today, I do want to wish Books and Brews a happy 10-year anniversary. They just had that this past weekend.
They did.
I have a lot of things, as you know, to say that about them, but in this industry, it is not an easy accomplishment to stick around 10 years.
No.
It is not an easy accomplishment to last one. So, congratulations to Jason, Warfel, and Books and Brews, a place that is always going to be near and dear to the three of the regular people on this show's heart, no matter our feelings after it was all said and done. So, congratulations to Jason and the entire Books and Brews crew, past, present, and future, for 10 years in an industry where that's not heard of very often.
Yeah, no, it is. It's sad because we care.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But it is an amazing compliment.
Yeah, it's a hell of an accomplishment. So you've had a lot of awesome people along the way that helped get you there, and you know I hope you continue to bring in good people that can get you to 15. That's a cool accomplishment, nonetheless. So congratulations.
Yep.
Can we get the taste of that last beer out of my mouth?
I want to
Hey,
taste
what,
what I just
actually,
said in my mouth.
right beside you, bro.
Right beside me, bro. Ah! Oh!
What is it? Is it a nerd cluster?
It's just a gift for me.
You're gonna pass
Right?
that shit around.
That's just mine.
Nerd clusters.
I knew it.
Oh!
One of the greatest candies ever.
Absolutely.
Wait your turn. Youch.
Guess who's getting low? Pours over the fire at the end.
You know, we're having like sour candy right before we
Matt?
get a cereal flavored beer.
Matt?
This is like the worst idea.
Oh my god.
But it helps with the last beer.
It does help with the last beer. God, those are so good.
I'm sure though.
There's no reason those should be that
5.
good. Yeah.
5.
6.
So, just so you guys know, if you haven't seen over my shoulder here, the lovely board that Matt took a lot of time on, we are starting off Denzel month. We did post about it in the Two Beerded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews Instagram. We are kicking it off with none other than Ben's probably least favorite movie. No, Flight. Very excited about the conversation for this one. Excited for the whole month. You know, when if you look at that post, you'll see everything, but it's Man on Fire, it's Book of Eli, it's Flight, and it's Training Day. These are some amazing Denzel films.
So, is this movie about beer flights?
Yes.
We should work on that.
Just a movie that's nothing else.
Flight? Yeah. Yeah.
If I'm a screenwriter.
If anybody could make it funny, it would be Josh.
Yeah.
Speaking of which...
Or Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, yeah. Well, he'd have to be in it.
He makes everything funny, yeah.
Josh writes it. Ryan's in it.
Yeah.
Check out Josh Hall's newest book. It is pinned to our page. None other than Mouth. It's a novella it's his first novella. I just started it yesterday when I got home. I was too wired from the game. I couldn't go right to bed. So I broke open the book, read a few pages just to try to...
Yeah.
I read like 20 because it seems like it's going to be good. I'm excited. He's in the process. Some other really cool stuff. He just had a podcast. He was just a guest on a well-known horror podcast. I believe we reposted that. Yeah, we did. On Two Beerded Guys. Check Facebook. Check that out. Great dude. A lot of really cool stuff. Brewer and part owner at Scarlet Lane.
Writer Glorious.
So, yeah. Writer of Glorious, which you can find on Shudder. The dude has a fascination with holes.
Yes.
Because you have a glory hole, then you have a mouth and a ground
I do
hole.
too, though.
I just don't even know where to...
You really need to listen to the podcast episode. The dude calls him out for his obsession with it. It's pretty great.
I'm glad you enunciated, by the way, because saying horror
Yeah.
podcast and
Yeah. Horror podcast.
yeah, it's two totally
Can we
different
start one of
podcasts.
those?
We attempted to help.
Ha!
Come on, that's funny.
Oh,
That's funny.
John's
is
trying
funny.
to hold back the laughter that he knows he wants to laugh.
Viv and
Viv and Tess.
Viv and
That's
Tess.
a hearty belly
Love
laugh
you, Viv
that
and Tess.
deserves. Yeah, I don't want
Love
to give Tyler
you.
the laugh credit, but that's a good one.
Yeah,
That was a good one. And you know what? We talked so long, we're going to actually save the next beer for the second half of the show. We are going to take a quick break. Matt, what do you have for us before we do
Pup
that?
Dog just jumped on. Kevin
Pup
Gruber.
Dog!
This is coming in to drink, boy.
Hell yeah. We'll
Yes.
be right back, dude. It won't take long.
Yeah.
That's what she
Family's
said.
not here, so this
No.
shouldn't take long.
Nope.
They're on spring break. So
Yep.
we'll be right back, guys.
John and off-screen man, bushy beards and nothing hides. Two bearded guys. Oh yes, they are two bearded guys. Oh yes, they are two bearded guys. Oh yes, they are.
Oh, they're both
guys.
incredible.
Oh yes, they are two bearded guys.
Both have some swagger.
And one of those teams not made the Final Four.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
them,
crazy part.
Them both getting stuck in the same bracket was the dumbest thing the selection committee could have done.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there's no matter what their seeds are, there's a chance both LSU and Iowa women's should be in the final.
Yeah.
If not, there's a few other teams that could compete, but like they're Final Four quality teams. You don't put them in the same bracket.
Yeah. Yeah.
You separate shit like that, and don't tell me that selection committees don't think of that shit. They absolutely do.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You try to set up the best Final Four, and they
Iowa had
fucked up
the
with that one.
Iowa had the toughest road of everybody.
Yeah, they were like, if Caitlin Clark's gonna make it, she gonna earn it.
Yep. Yes.
Oh, sorry, we were
Yeah.
talking women's basketball. We had a bunch of talk about men's. We hadn't. It's the most exciting time for women's basketball I think I've ever seen. It's not just UConn dominance, although very, very good.
But yeah. UConn's a very good Noblesville product, Castle Shade. Mm-hmm. Biggie's freshman of the year.
Yeah, it's one of those where it's like you got UConn,
And
who's
now I looked up season
UConn.
tickets.
You got UConn's UConn.
Yeah.
But you got
South Carolina.
South
fucking
Carolina's
dynasty.
incredible. You have LSU and that crazy ass coach, but man, she has
Tim
them
Mulkey.
playing great.
Yeah.
Iowa and Caitlin Clark. It is one of the most exciting time for women's basketball I've ever seen.
And I know this is not a sports show, but
Could have fooled
Kim
me today.
Mulkey, LSU coach, as a player, coach, 8 national titles.
That ain't bad.
That's pretty good.
That ain't nothing.
Pretty good.
That ain't nothing to shake a stick at.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, it's one of those where you got so much talent. It's so much fun to watch. But you know what's even better to watch? The Two Beerded Guys. And guys, if you can't get enough of us on our streams, make sure you follow us on all social medias, including our Patreon.
they're everywhere.
Which we just got a awesome new Patreon supporter.
did.
You saw
Thank
her
you.
name there up on your screen during the mid-screen. Really excited to have Miss Katie Meltzer-Shaw on our Patreon supporter list. It's always fun when
Always fun.
she saw her shirt or her husband's shirt that I dropped off, and she was like, "Wait, I can get shirts like that for $12 a month." Okay. I also got her real drunk that night, so I don't know where she was in that night of when she purchased, but she didn't delete it after I texted her the next day.
No,
and was
she
like,
didn't.
"Hey, thanks for the support." She left it up, so
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fine. We got real drunk. I also showed her the same site that I've been buying my Funko Pops on. Yeah, I might have created another addict.
Lord, brother.
Aslan Beer Company's man-eating toaster. Dude, I'm telling you, this is like the all, like, can art,
This is a good
section
one.
here. That's 3 straight, just amazing
Brave
can
little
art.
toaster, but Tim Burton.
IPA with cinnamon and vanilla, 6.5%. I just want to point out that, shocker, Matt picked an IPA as his anticipated beer.
CT Crunch, though.
You picked an IPA.
Get a little bit of cinnamon on the
That
nose.
cinnamon is there on the nose for
Yes.
sure.
I'm pumped for this beer, I will admit. There was 2 IPAs. I brought both down. We ended up just going with the one because we had to add in a stout because Matt threw a hissy fit.
You don't get these type of adjuncts in an IPA often.
I know that's part. I was like, "Oh, this is an IPA." Like, kind of threw. I figured it's gonna be a stout. Look, or reading that, but
Is there clash?
Not really. Little artificial for me, though.
Citrusy. I don't know. Citrusy cinnamon toast crunch. It's
the
clashing a little.
the
me,
flavors
it's-
are there. But yeah, it is
vanilla-
weird that it's an IPA.
The vanilla feels artificial.
Yeah.
Like, not the good artificial either.
Yeah.
There's good artificial vanilla.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There's one that's pretty solid you can use. If you do it right, you don't notice it. This one is not it.
I don't get the oily vanilla at least though.
I think it's medicine vanilla.
Yeah, it is.
And I don't know if it was the vanilla directly or everything else comboed it, but it comes out like medicine vanilla.
You know what's funny about this? I actually think it's probably pretty well made. I think the base IPA is probably real solid.
Well, Aslan makes good beer.
Yeah.
And the adjuncts are there.
Even if they are from Virginia.
Yeah.
I'm gonna agree with you. I think they just kind of compete, though. I don't think those adjuncts. We don't see them in IPAs very often, and maybe now we know why.
Yeah. I think there's a reason.
I think they do kind of just compete, and it does seem well made, and the stuff's there, and you can taste it. It's not overpowering, but it just doesn't really
Big gulp didn't help me.
complement one another.
You know what flavor I would add to this to help it blend a little better?
None, because get rid of all of them.
Coconut.
It would help, but no.
That'd have to be done right.
I don't.
Because if you did that fucking sunscreen coconut, they just make it worse. But that would help pair the sweetness with the citrus.
This is 6.5%. Yeah, no, they swung and missed on this.
Yep.
Now, again, can art? Fuck yeah. On point.
I definitely applaud the effort, though. Like I said, we haven't seen this before, so I don't know if it's just they were like, "Hey, let's try it," and this is just how it turned out. And
It's not as bad. It's just a miss.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to eviscerate this
right.
by any means.
This was man-eating toaster and a cinnamon toast crunch inspired IPA. Duh. We added milk sugar, dry hopped with Citra and Mosaic, and then conditioned on cinnamon and vanilla.
Like, I think the cinnamon's actually done pretty well.
I smell
like,
the cinnamon.
for the
that.
for the
Cinnamon?
non-cinnamon people like myself and John. Like, I don't mind the cinnamon level. Like, I think it's pretty okay.
I just think it's clashing.
I agree.
I think
But-
it tastes bad.
You know, sometimes we have cinnamon and we're like, ugh, this
Yeah.
is bad. But like, it's a fair level of cinnamon.
I disagree with the 5.4 thousand people that have scored this before. We'll just put it that way. 6.5% ABV, if that adjusts your score in any way. John, you are first.
Yeah, so it's not one of those things where, oh, I don't like this because I don't like these flavors. The flavors are there. I don't think they work. And because of that, I'm going to go like a 2.5.
Brett Allen?
Yes, I would agree the flavors are there, but they don't sit well with me, however they were put in there together. And for me, it's a 2.
For me, it's 175. So it ends up at...
That's probably a 2.
Yeah, it does. I was doing the math real quick.Ends up a 2 average. Matt, what would you have given it if you counted? The new IPA lover.
2.25. Yeah, 2.25.
Shocker, the guy that's in love with IPAs now scored at the highest.
I did actually.
No, he did.
I guess a 2.5.
Well, you said 2, didn't you? Oh, you said 2.5.
2.5.
Damn. I thought the new IPA lover scored at the highest.
Drinkable, applaud the effort, but yeah, I just don't think it quite worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those that if I paid for it or somebody gave it to me, I would drink it. That's why it's in that 175. But like,
Yeah.
it's nowhere near drain pour quality. But it's in the like, oh, do you have anything else? I'll take a Bud Light at this point.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't order a second.
Here, I'll finish this, but let me have something else to go with it.
Oh, that's
Coming
a
from the guy that literally just stands next to our
Drink
our
cooler
grab
with
bag
that.
cooler and just
The roulette
garbage
cooler.
disposals, all of it.
Yeah.
Just like I said, I would finish it, but let me have something else after.
I'm not sure he had a good beer all weekend.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm kind of getting a little torn this week, man. Like, two of the ones I was looking forward to, like with the cool can art and stuff, like, oh, these should be good. I'm like, that's 0 for 2 on those.
Yeah, but this final 3.
Final 3, hopefully.
Oh, I'm pretty excited about this.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I've been holding on to this because I couldn't find the best time to do it. I felt like today was that day. This is Caro Bourbon Barrel Aged Golden Ale, brewed, barreled, blended and packaged in Portland, Maine. 10.2%. It is by Allagash. Love me some Allagash.
Yeah.
This beer was created out of curiosity. The question: what would happen if we aged a celebratory triple in freshly emptied bourbon barrels? The result: Caro, a crisp and balanced golden ale with notes of vanilla, caramel, and oak. First brewed back in 2004, Caro remains a perennial favorite for celebrations, special occasions, and simply relaxation.
So the recipe's 20 years old. They've been doing it for that long. Very nice.
It's a long time to be doing it.
Yeah.
How long have you and the wife been married?
Yeah, it's a long fucking time.
It's relatively close in that in years.
About as long
That's
as
what I was thinking.
Crispies and
That's what I was thinking.
dead.
I did the math in my head real quick on that one, John.
Oh yeah, no.
24.
Yeah, yours is 24. Yeah.
Speaking of, Ben says, low key, one of his favorite parts of the show was watching Tyler try to calculate the scores in his head. You can hear the dial-up connection sound.
It's not money math. I don't know it. Luckily, I've gotten decent enough at remembering the combos of scores because we've done it so many times. So there's like combos that I'm like, oh yeah, I know that. Well, that's a weird one. How do you know it? Because we've had that combo like 7 times. But
You're gonna do it on quarter increments since we don't pay for the desk or the tents.
Fuck
So
no.
you know,
I ain't paying for that.
we're not that
0.1.
uppity.
We're not a beer expert actually on here because I think
That's what they call it.
I think that's what they call it's beer experts.
What do you have to get that classification? How many beers have we got rated on there?
You have to pay.
You gotta have like probably $5 a month.
You have to
I
pay to be
think
a
it's like
beer
$5 a month. You have to pay for it.
Oh, okay.
expert. You can't be a beer expert unless you pay for it.
Actually, it fits.
It does, yeah.
Because you have to pay for the Cicerone test,
Yep.
which is the second biggest joke in craft beer. The first being people that think it matters.
You want to throw that can on the old can there?
No, I'm throwing the shade tonight.
Yeah, you are.
Does that make me an OnlyFans expert?
It's a good thing your wife never watches that
Oh,
show.
yeah, well, you know.
Oh, no, my bad. They're not experts on Untapped. They're insiders.
Ooh.
And they have a ribbon that goes
But I barely knew her.
and they have a ribbon that goes around their profile picture. Also, if every beer you ever score is between a 3 and a 4, and nothing's ever lower, you're just a dude who only scores beers between a 3 and a 4. Nothing's perfect, nothing's shit. And we've had beer that's definitely shit. I hate people.
I don't know how I feel about that.
What?
If you're a dude who only scores beers between 3
You're
and 4,
not an insider. It's like,
you're only a dude who scores beers between 3 and 4.
yeah, I knew what I was saying in my head. But you're just
I'm
not,
glad you did.
you're not an expert. Like, you're not an insider. You're
That's fair.
You have to have shit beer. You have to have good beer. Like, there is people who make 5 beers. It's a thing.
Yeah.
There's also people who make shit beer.
Yes.
I had a couple.
Good places to make bad beer, bad places to make good beer on occasion. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I debate the other one.
Yeah. Bad places can still randomly make a good
503.
one. Huh?
now
I bet
they-
they have one somewhere. We just gave up before
I
we
mean,
tried it.
they
That
have
was
people
Matt's thought process.
I know, but
That's why we
300...
had way too many.
Hey, but 300 beers later or something, we probably would have found one.
I'm glad we gave up.
For some reason, they've got so much hype that I still can't figure it out. Like,
I like the nose. I got a big waft of bourbon when
I'm really
give the Smolar
curious
swirl.
to hear your guys' thoughts on this.
When I gave it the old Smolar swirl,
Yeah.
ooh, that's kind of pleasant. I don't like triples, but that's kind of pleasant.
I thought there's not that much flavor really coming out for me. Between a triple and a barrel age, I thought there'd be a lot more going on in my mouth.
I mean, I get quite a bit of flavor.
You're just not used to having a whole lot of stuff in your mouth.
I don't know about that. Dr. Drew's on! So
I
what's
get
up,
banana
fellas?
clove. I get that barrel just coming through with that vanilla.
John, you look
Are you
perplexed.
getting double chew bubblegum?
Nope, not even remotely.
That might be some of the nerds clusters. I wonder if that's like throwing me
Not
off
even
some maybe,
remotely.
but-
Which one is that again, on flavor wise? What's the name of that one again? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember. Which
I don't get it,
I don't
but-
necessarily think it would be considered off in a Belgian. I'd have to go back and look.
I can't remember on Belgians.
Yeah.
I also can't remember what the name of that damn off flavor is. So,
I don't know. I'll have to look.
and by look you mean Tex-Mo.
No, I actually will look.
90% of the time, guys, when he tries to look or think about it, he's texting our, smartest man in beer, not the dumbest man in beer.
I own it.
Hey, you know what? Just like you need good beer and bad beer, you need smart people and dumb people.
Yes.
Dumb people make the smart people more wealthy.
Yes. Oh, okay. Make him wealthy.
So, okay.
Well,
I do think that it would be probably acceptable in a Belgian. Let me go.
Even on the big gulp, I didn't get it, John.
Okay. And that's fair enough.
But hey, not everybody picks up.
Typically from the yeast.
Not everybody picks up the same flavors the same way.
Yep.
Matt, what you got over there?
I was just looking to see if I could find out what that was called, and then I tried one Google and gave up pretty quickly.
Guys, that's our producer talking, you know. We got the greatest producer in all of...
Never claimed to be. I
in
saw
all
a
of
button monkey
streaming.
for a reason. I just push buttons and read comments.
Good Lord.
I'm also the dish bitch, you know. I got many hats, man.
See, like, I like ours. There's scores all along.
Yeah.
Now, it leans in the 3s or higher. You know, our average is a 3.46. But, like, that's still... That's real, right? That's good beer, bad beer.
It also means you know your beer, so you buy the good beer.
Or we pretend we know our beer.
And
get
completely
lucky.
discredited after the last 4 years. Speaking of knowing beers, what do you guys think of this one?
I enjoy it. Like I said, I don't like triples, but it cuts back on the banana clove enough that in that barrel, in the vanilla, and there's a little bit of warmth. Not heat, but a little bit of warmth. Yeah. I enjoy it.
I liked it a lot.
John has no idea what
I have
he
no
thinks
idea
of.
what I think of this. Yeah.
Matt, what do you think?
I learned my lesson. I don't get too technical. I liked it a lot.
I don't know. I'm a bit torn as well. You guys are getting more flavor. I expected more out of this. Between it being the brewery that it is, it being a triple, and it being barrel aged, I was like, oh, there's gonna be a flavor explosion. Like, there's gonna be all kinds of party.
Funny.
And I'm like, it doesn't really live up to what I was expecting out of it.
We've had it before.
Really?
Not this one, because this is a much newer one, but we had it in 2022.
Interesting. That'd be a nice comparison then, because see, like, I don't think the flavors are intense.
Yeah.
Which I get where you're coming from on that.
It's a very subtle drink. Like, it's easy on the palate, like, more than I would have expected for what it is.
Right.
Which I kind of was, like, looking forward to that, like, robust flavor, and I'm like, oh, this is very palatable, which isn't a bad thing inherently, but it's just not what I was expecting, and I was kind of hoping for something different. It's like when you watch a trailer for a movie and you expect one thing, and then it makes a hard 90 turn. You're like, oh, that's not the way I thought that was going to go.
The carb level is really low, which I don't think, once again, is necessarily bad for what this beer is. But I wonder if that would help a little bit with some of the flavor intensity. You get a little more bubbles on there. I don't know. I'm having a hard time. I'm glad I go last on this one, right? I'm glad.
Gibbons asked, did Tyler say he doesn't like gerbils? That's a damn lie.
I don't know if gerbils were involved in this episode.
I don't know if they were either, but I'm going to choose to believe that Gibbons at least heard it if it didn't happen.
Anyway, Brett, your first score.
I haven't seen a PVC pipe in a while. But,
Richard Gere?
I mean, I see hear the Richard Gere rumor enough times. I mean, it's got to be true, right?
I really enjoyed this beer this time. For lack of technical, I would say for me it is. I'm gonna give it 4. I liked it.
This beer this time, I enjoyed it a lot. Not quite a 4, 3.75.
Man, you guys didn't help that at all. I think I'm mostly indifferent about this beer. I don't necessarily think it's a bad beer.
So
I don't know, man.
Is it because the flavors didn't pop for you, or I guess it's
They didn't pop, and I don't necessarily find them enjoyable because we know that Belgians are not my favorite anyway.
okay.
So they're not popping. So it can't be like, well, I don't like the flavors, but it's a Belgian, but at least it's a Belgian, and it's coming through strong. They're not coming through strong. It's very subtle. Oh, I don't know. I like Allagash typically a lot more. I'm just going to go straight 3. I'm just going to go average on it.
Yeah, you're going to have to do that one. I want to say it comes out to a 3.5, but I don't trust myself.
Gibbons, I think, sums this up pretty well. It says an indifferent beer is almost worse than a bad beer.
3.5. Yeah, I do agree with that
It's
statement.
almost, but but yeah, like, you know, You're like,
Because you know a beer's bad when a beer's bad.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
yes. You can just say like, oh, well, this was like why I don't. But you're like, I got nothing to say one way or the other. I just waffling.
Man, what would you have gone? I'm interested.
3.25. So really close to
We
you,
were
John.
really, we were.
Yeah, because it's just the ABV horn me is speaking a little bit there because that's that 10 plus. I gotta give it a little bit of a bump for that. Otherwise, I feel like it kind of was a very average beer. Like it wasn't bad made, but it didn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
Anybody care to guess what we scored this in 2022?
I'm gonna say substantially higher.
Probably 4.25.
Brett?
I'd probably say 4.5.
Matt?
I'm gonna agree with Brett. 4.5.
It was a 5.
Was it really?
That can that time was a 5.
So,
Man,
Good for us.
in my head, it's just the easy drink. So, for me, the easy drinking part of it and being a 10.5 is what got me kind of to move it more towards that 4 side of it. Because I could easily drink it.
can't fault you for the logic. Just I don't know. I was expecting so much more flavor out of that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I was a big fan of it. We were evidently real big fans of it back in the day.
Right.
I still liked it, but we were real big fans of it back in the day.
Now we need a third one.
Yeah,
In a
so
couple
we,
years.
now we're gonna QC this in another 2 years.
Yeah.
Or just even a year, just see what the next batch is.
Next batches.
The 2024 batch. Because
Interesting.
this would have been the 2023 batch.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was just thinking we're in 2024. So
The 2022 batch, we drank it towards the end of 2022, so I'm guessing it was the 2022 batch.
Either one of those.
Right. You know what's funny about that is there's been some great beer from great places, but because they've made it for so long, sometimes they just don't turn out well. Hop Slam. I'm
There's bad
there's
years.
Bad years. Bourbon County.
There's bad years,
There's
bad
years.
batches,
Yeah.
bad variants, bad
Yeah.
you name it.
Gibbons says a 5. Never meet your heroes, kids. And Drew says so. Basically, the original Roadhouse versus the new Roadhouse.
I've not seen it, so I haven't seen the new one yet, but I hear it's kind of fun to watch.
Jamie and I were
I've
talking
also
about
heard
it
it's
today
bad.
that
Oh, I've heard it's terrible, but I heard it's fun to
Fun to
watch.
watch.
It can't be the same.
Which, in all fairness, it's not like the first one was an elite movie.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry,
I
but
mean,
also
terrible, but fun to watch. That's half of Nick Cage's
watch of it
repertoire.
thinking that you're going to
That's
see
true.
an Academy Award winning
Also,
movie.
would you-
You're watching the wrong damn movie.
Also, would you love to know a movie I love watching? The original Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you're watching it to think you're going to watch an Academy
Academy Award winner. Yeah, no, Swayze doesn't do those.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, helps if I tell you what we're drinking. This is 2024 Dragon Milk. Oh, it literally came out in 2024 this time.
this is
Triple
fresh
Mash, Bourbon Barrel Aged Stout, 18.7%. Again, out of New Holland. We've had this beer a couple years ago, another couple year ago beer. I'm kind of curious to see what happens.
Yeah.
I kind of did that slightly on purpose. Dragon's Milk Triple Mash is the ultimate indulgence, the result of years of honing technique and pushing the limits of what a stout can be. Aged for 1 year in hand-selected bourbon barrels, the flavor notes of Dragon's Milk, chocolate, roasted malt, vanilla, and oak are all amplified in a way that allows for balance and refinement to shine through.
Father-in-law's
1 year barrel-aged.
father-in-law's
pretty
a
impressive.
huge Dragon Milk fan.
Are they one of the places that Wayne worked at?
No, he didn't work at New
It
Holland.
was Founders.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And New Holland and Dragon's Milk specifically typically are pretty solid. I'm excited for this. We've tried a bunch of the variants, and I normally am a fan. This smells wonderful.
It was bottled on February 1st of 24.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Well, I got
So
3 more of
one's
these.
going in the cellar.
Yep. Oh, that. Okay. I saw that 18.7. I was just like, we don't find those on the shelf here very often.
No.
I don't have to go to Denver for this.
Yeah. Indiana doesn't have a...
Yeah.
Came from Michigan, so...
Right.
Oh my god, it smells amazing.
The nose is great.
It,
It already smells boozier than a 23% River North, though.
You know why I like it already?
Oh, my God.
That is not a thick, syrupy body to have that ABV.
But it's a nice body.
For Midwest, that is not a Midwest stout, and that's why I like it.
That's...
Oh, that is.
Gibbon says he's a bit surprised that Tyler had to look up that last beer to know we've had it before. Is he too sober?
that's,
No, it's one of those that
that's a fair
Hey,
observation.
it's one of those I thought we'd had, but I wasn't confident enough to know. Every once in a while I get one wrong.
This is a beautiful beer, boys.
Yeah,
Oh
see.
my
This is
God.
more like, all right, this is a robust flavor. I enjoy this. This is more along the lines of what I was expecting out of it.
You want to know a beer that I didn't have to look up to know we had?
This,
That one.
That's
When
true.
John's like, we've never had this, right? I was like, yeah, we fucking have. And we loved it. John's like, no, we haven't. Immediately looked it up on Untappd, screenshotted the score, and sent it to his
So I
ass.
didn't get a chance to tell you this. It's not that I doubted you. I was disappointed I didn't remember.
I feel like I've had this here.
I would laugh my ass
If
off
that was-
if it was a show Brett was
That
on.
would be hilarious.
that would be great.
That's something my drunken recall does not do. We've had so many guests at random times, there is no way in hell.
Yeah.
I tried to keep track of them on a spreadsheet, but they change last minute so often that it's not right. It's close-ish, but it's not right.
Yeah.
I'll make a bold statement. This isn't a low ABV drinking beer, but it doesn't drink 18.
But it doesn't drink a lot lower. I mean, it doesn't. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to
If
say
we
it
were
in a
to
different
guess.
way. Every sip I know it's 18. That is not even.
Right.
I'm not. If I thought lower, maybe 17. But it's a really. You know how bourbons that you know are really
Yeah.
high ABV still can drink really smooth.
Yeah.
AKA, for instance, my Japanese whiskey over there. High ABV, but drink smooth as shit.
Yep.
That's that.
Just drink smooth as shit.
No
I
Kentucky
know the
Hug, no
ABV's
burn.
there. I
Yeah.
can feel the ABV.
Oh, yeah.
Not necessarily in a burn, but I can feel it. But doesn't drink like it's that.
If I had to get, like, if
so.
I didn't know what it was and I was drinking this, I'd be like 15.3.
I
This drink's pretty hot.
I can, I can see like 14 maybe.
Oh, I'd guess 15 to 16.
I mean, not far
But-
off.
Not far off.
Yeah.
It drinks high that I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, my surprise is, damn, this drink's smooth for a fucking 18%er.
I know this beer's high,
I know it's high. I taste it's high.
but it's smooth.
It has the barrel sweet smell of a high ABV, like on the nose, but it doesn't drink with that burn.
That big gulp.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I recommend it.
Yeah.
That was pleasant. You get like a little hint of chocolate at the back end.
Which does have a nice chocolatey flavor.
But
But like with the
just
big
lingering
gulp,
chocolate after
but
the
the
finish.
big gulp, it's like a slightly sweeter, like just a slightly like
Yeah.
just a little
Yeah.
slightly just a little
Oh,
kiss
then
of chocolate.
you get some of that caramel in
Yeah,
there too.
it's like
Yeah.
it kisses your ah.
It's really good.
Love this beer.
Gibbons asks, "Is it Willie Nelson high?"
No, that might be the next one,
Yeah, that's yeah.
I'm gonna have to steal that one, Gibbons.
and it's definitely our 23 point something percenter over
I
there.
don't know if Ben's still watching, but does that fly your plane, Tyler?
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
That beer flies my plane. I'll say that. That beer flies my plane. Damn, I am.
You go first on this one.
Yeah,
bro.
and I'm real happy, and it's an easy score for me. It's a back-to-back 5 for the triple mash.
It's 5.
Yeah,
5 for me.
It's so it's delicious.
Fucking good.
that's a back-to-back 5 for the triple mash. The 2022 variant and the 2024. That's easy 5s for us.
What's funny about this one? I could sit and be like, for me personally, slightly a little toasty, but I didn't fucking care. It's still a 5. It's fucking delicious.
You gotta love when a beer that's like, oh, this has a thing I normally would dock it for. Couldn't fucking care
Didn't
less.
fucking care. Yeah.
Matt,
Yep.
I'm guessing it's a 5.
For some
What the actual?
I'm
me out.
Get the fuck out.
Hear me out.
Even the dumb guys over here yelling at you.
For some reason, there's like a thing in the back of my mind. I'm like, there's some reason I shouldn't give us a 5, but I can't come up with it. So
Okay.
it's a 5.
I even came up with it, and I still gave it a 5.
Brett, when the dumb guy's even about to come out of seat,
Right.
you done fucked up.
I'm not a Tennessee fan, Brett. Calm down.
That was him. He was going to punch people. I just am going to punch you.
No.
Not people.
Wait,
you.
did you just
Yeah,
say
that's very specific.
that's worse than saying he doesn't matter. You just said he's not people. Holy shit. All right, Kelly. I knew he was going to hit it.
Ben says, "Oh, I'm very much here." Attaboy.
He must still be busy flying. He had a trip that literally left.
I
Not
think
actually
flying the
but like,
plane.
he's on a trip. No, so he was at the game yesterday. He was at the game yesterday. I'm like, hey, you guys driving back home? So we were up in Detroit. And he goes, no, I fly out of here in the morning for a trip. And I'm like, that fucking sucks. So he must be like at his hotel like, fuck, what the fuck else am I going to do? Oh, those fuckers are on. All right.
So are you...
He's Kerry Davis.
Plan
Right now.
Oh, yeah.
Did you plan your Arizona flights?
Oh, he's off work. He's just straight up there.
Okay.
Yeah. He bought tickets before I got tickets. I think the game ended and he bought tickets.
Oh, yeah. A real Purdue fan. No, actually, I can say that. A real Purdue fan was definitely waiting to buy tickets.
Motherfucker. I was just, we ain't dumb. We ain't dumb.
Nope.
Hey,
No.
Sweet 16 Elite 8, I could see you getting ambitious about that. No real Purdue
Purdue
fans like,
fan
you know what?
I'm buying them.
Tournament starts, I'm getting Final Four tickets, baby. No.
Yeah. No Purdue fan did that.
No.
Not unless you're the loaded Purdue fan
And
where
they
you
wanna
could just
just
like
resell 'em.
throw the money away
Yeah.
or resell them. No, a real Purdue fan's like, fuck that shit. I ain't jinxing that shit.
Yeah.
Ben says he's in Seattle. He's going to Austin tomorrow
Seattle,
for some
okay.
Seattle.
mid-beer. Shrug.
Austin.
That's
Oh,
very
yeah.
true.
His longer layovers, Austin.
Mid might be generous. Now the bigger question though, Ben,
Some
is
good beer in
since
Seattle, though, Ben.
if you're
There's some great
going
beer in Seattle.
Yeah.
if you're going to that game, does that mean that Kirsten gets her T-Swift tickets? Let us know in the comments, Ben.
That's funny. That's funny.
Guess he was not Ben's favorite person right now.
Yeah. Ben's like, and I'm never talking to that fucker again.
Worth it.
That was a good one, though. I'm proud of
The
you.
grenades I jump on for the show.
You just kind of made my day with that one. You know what we need to add to the show? We messed up today. Our new partner, Chugger Knights, needs to go on there.
I know. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
And you never
get
fix
that.
the camera.
Yeah, it's fine. I like the lean with it,
dynamic
rock with it,
pose.
lean with it, rock.
The
Oh,
the gangsta lean.
Gibbons says, yeah, that's like a Cubs fan buying World Season tickets. Or World, Series tickets. Yeah. Words.
Hey, they won one. 107 years later.
More. Yeah.
Ben says she's getting those tickets whether that Purdue made it or not.
All right. There
I
it
already bought
is.
mine.
That's the realistic.
T-Swift?
Yeah. Not for him. I mean, for him, but not for him.
I'm not going.
I'm jealous. I want to go.
You want to know why it's for him? He made every woman in his family happy.
And they won't be home.
And they're all leaving him at home.
Brett's like, Tyler and I are probably going to get fucking
quiet.
drunk.
Smart man.
taking the day off.
Hey, that's from the man who's got the whole family gone for the week.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
I really
pull
don't.
that one off.
I don't
Yes.
want to share,
Well, it's time to do it, though.
but I don't want to.
Rip that cork off. Come on, buddy.
It's not a cork.
That's
Get
not
off
cork.
my topper.
That's cork.
Anyway, this is Burns Family Artisan
Stop
Ales.
fondling the bottle.
Never. Like, actually never. From Denver, Colorado.
It's weird.
This is the Precambrian Mega Ripple Bourbon Barrel Aged Old Ale at 20.03% from 2022. It will age gracefully up to 25 years. So, like I
And I have
told,
zero doubt about that.
like I told Wayne and his amazing wife, there is no Burns beer that will ever last 25 years in my cellar. Not because I'm not saying it can't, but there is no way in hell I would ever willingly know a Burns beer was in my house and it make it 6 months. This fucker's only been over there since February, and we're drinking it.
Like, we would have to have someone, not us, Easter Bunny that shit for us.
They would have to like buy it for us, never tell us, keep it for 25 years, and then randomly be like, "Oh, by the way."
Yeah.
Wayne,
Wayne, we
listening?
need you.
Like, legitimately, there is no chance in hell I would know a Wayne.
We drank a 21-year-old Wayne beer.
Yeah.
It could legally drink.
Yeah, I could literally drink itself.
It was
That's-
wonderful.
It was so beautiful.
Yeah.
I never learned that their sour program was also quite phenomenal.
Amazing.
Yeah.
As
I
someone that doesn't
regret that
like-
we didn't
We
buy
have
one.
to take
Why
some
didn't
over
we
there.
buy one?
Someone that does like foot beer, I was very impressed
Really
with their
did.
sour
Yeah, but-
game.
It's not here.
I know.
And,
I got a red wine one.
oh, I know it's
sour,
over there.
though.
It's not.
So Ben's got a couple of comments. He says Tyler, Kirsten, and him are going to see the King in May.
Yeah, we are. We're going to see George Strait in May.
Oh, I was going to say that.
I thought Elvis?
Yeah, he's in a trailer park. He's not dead, obviously. He also says, "LOL, can't and won't make it 25 years are two very different things."
Both.
Yeah.
No, the answer is just both. It's a can't and won't.
Jim finally chirped up. I'm sure he's been watching the whole time. He's not saying
He already
anything
texted
per
me, don't
Jim. Cubs won series in 2016, Tyler. That triple match sounded awesome. And
that was great.
Gibbons...
Saragas.
Gibbons says, "I'm unashamed to admit that I entered the lottery for T-Swift tickets. I was either going to flip them for a fat stack or witness cultural phenomenon and possibly meet Flavor
Forgot how much
Flav."
wider yours is at the bottom.
That's what she said. Oh,
I love me some white bottoms.
Oh, the nose. Oh,
Did you not see me like...
I did, but I couldn't smell it from there. My sniffer doesn't work very good.
All right, so guys, when I put this on the... So it's a simple bottle, but it is a sexy bottle. I hope it comes through.
It's classy.
Yes, it shows wonderfully.
Because that gold, and I love how they
Does
do
it have
like...
the gangster lean?
One of my favorite
yeah.
pictures I took in Denver was simply
One of their bottles, yeah.
It seems to be throwing like a West sign like beside it, and then like the maybe have some spinner rims, and then the look is complete. Oh, now we're back up straight.
And we're done.
That was close enough.
I had to give... Hold on, I'll wait till it comes back around. I'll give Burns a...
Now it's just leaning against the wall after been drinking itself.
That's gonna be me soon.
And I'm done. All right.
Oh, hey, shout out to everyone who bought me gin and tonics on Saturday. I had so many gin and tonics. So many. Every time someone went up to the bar, "Hey, you need something?" So, sure.
This is definitely one of
So
those
you had a
beers
good
that
birthday.
I did.
I'm really excited to drink it, but I don't want to stop smelling it. I just want to
I'm literally not drinking it because I don't want it to end. If the taste is any... So I'm two things. The nose is so amazing that if the taste doesn't live up to it, I'm going to be sad. And also, if the taste does live up to it, I don't want it to ever end.
You're going to be sad because you drank it? Jen says, too many gin and tonics.
She was with me there.
Hey, I know John was drunk because John told me he was drunk. John doesn't openly just be like, I'm
that's when
fucked
you
up.
know, yeah.
And the next day when I text him to ask him if he wanted to go to the Purdue game, because Ben...
I'd expressed an interest,
Yeah.
even though I'm not...
And his response was, "That sounds great." And even the price was amazing. And he's like, "I'm too fucking hungover."
Yeah.
When John's claiming a hangover...
I can imagine how Jen felt, because if it's any way that I felt, we earned it.
Oh my God.
We earned it, Jen.
This smells stupid. Have you drank it yet?
No.
Cheers. Let's
Gibbon
take a
says,
sip.
damn it, he didn't know you were in town.
We left Brett Hagen.
Who? Oh, Gibbons? Is that who said that?
Yeah.
That was kind of a last second thing.
All right, everyone else is drinking. I guess I have to too.
Huh.
Remember, it's not a stout.
I
It's small
know.
ale.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, no, I was
Ooh,
thinking
that
that.
finish. Holy shit. And
wow.
you have more than me still. I don't like that glass anymore.
I don't know what you're talking
Unless
about.
I have it, nobody's allowed to use that glass except me from
I don't
now
know.
on.
I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
That motherfucker is girthy.
Yeah.
Tuna can. Oh, wait, no, that's Ben.
Pringle.
Pringles can. My bad.
Like a
not
cheese
not
whiz.
the long one.
Yeah.
The
snack size.
single size.
Yeah.
Like a cheese whiz. Driving like a school bus.
It's got a nice, like, borderline smoky finish.
This is
Oh my god.
It's a different beer.
This is a original, unique thing.
That is not anything I'd be like, well, this is what I love. This is what I love. But it's fucking delicious.
This is
So-
one of those, we talk about, like, beers for occasions, like, this is a lawnmower beer, or a boat beer, or like a share beer.
This is heaven.
This is one of those experience beers. Like, this is just
nope,
like,
just heaven.
it's something completely different. Like, this
Just
is
heaven.
really unique and interesting.
The answer is heaven.
Raisiny.
Sounds funny, but I tasted it in my nose.
Your olfactory senses are one of the major beer taste, or any food taster, but
But I meant, like, after I drank it, it went this way, and I was like,
Oh, well, to his statement, they're like, if you take like a shot of bourbon, you breathe out your nose. Breathing out of your nose after this, like, gives you a nice, almost tobacco.
you get,
yeah,
It
so
is.
you
Yeah.
so see,
You
there
know
I'm
the
at.
flavor. The tobacco is that's the flavor I was missing on this.
That's what I was saying. Like I
It
tasted
is.
in my nose.
This is a cigar.
Yeah, this is a good cigar, nice pipe.
Yeah.
Especially the after
Like
flavor,
a
letting
plum,
it linger
like a
for a
plum
minute.
tobacco in a pipe.
You know what I'm doing after the show now before we leave?
Pipe.
I'm having a pipe. We haven't had one in forever.
Man,
I'm having a pipe.
We
might have a pipe during the drunken movie reviews.
I got 5 minutes away from my place. I was like, I was like, I should have grabbed my pipe. I was like, we haven't done
Pipe
it
for
forever.
drunken movie reviews. I think we have to.
Yeah.
And Jen says, dude, the next day was awful.
I made it home.
Would you like to know what Burns Family Artisan Ales just had text to them? A shitty picture of the bottle. I mean, it was while we're doing this, and it literally just says,
Was it
terrible
Gangster
picture,
Land?
incredible bottle. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
I had plans to try to do a few other things, whether it was go to Detroit and the Purdue game, whether it's go to Chicago, go to Rev. I just drove home.
You want to know the one thing I'm disappointed you didn't do? Go get us some gummy bears.
That's not.
I gave you one job.
Yeah,
Albany,
that's a long detour.
I don't
Oh,
care.
was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, of course. But
You were in Detroit too.
no, that's not Detroit. That's, that's Chicago area.
Okay, but
Yeah.
Technically, it's what, Maryland?
Well,
I mean,
way,
I was at
I
Myers
was trying to
today.
figure out which gummy bears we were talking about.
Albany's.
Albany's. Will that be on the way back from Dark Lord? Or is that
I
too
was
Yes,
far too?
I
yes,
know.
that is
Put
that
that on the
is
calendar.
the
Mark it on the
area.
calendar. We're doing that
Which
then.
will happen.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I want
We're doing that.
Five Fair
5
Oaks.
5-pound bags, baby.
Oh yeah.
Do they come in 10?
But the 5-pound bags are like $6. So
5 pounds for $5.
$5.
Oh, that's just dumb.
They're the mistake ones.
They're mistakes.
They're like half gummy worm, half gummy butterfly.
or it's
I'm good
the
with that.
colors are wrong. Like,
Yeah.
it's dumb shit.
Yeah.
They got too many flavors to keep them all straight anyways.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they sell those for $5.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is an experience. It is barley wine-esque in its complexity,
Yep.
Yeah.
Well
Okay.
said.
Yeah.
while being more Scotch ale and some flavor profile.
Yes.
Okay.
That tobacco-y, that like, oh god,
Yeah.
I
nice
call it
barrel.
But there's
tasting.
still chocolate on there too.
a great barrel flavor.
The
So
raisin.
when you say
Raisin.
the funny thing is you say
plum
the
potato.
barley,
plum,
I say
tobacco.
taste it through my nose, and that's where that comes from.
Yeah.
Is that smoky, that barley, that
and you've also got a nice kiss of the
The
barrel
whiskey.
too.
There
without
is,
being overwhelming.
and Matt and Brett aren't wrong. There is, it's not a smoke flavor, but it's that tobacco smoke flavor. You're
Yeah.
almost getting a smokiness
yeah.
without being smoky.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like a smoked beer, but like it's got that like you took a puff off of the cigar
I know what it tastes like,
and it's
or at least the closest I can get non-beer. It reminds me of when I chewed Red Man most of my high school and college days.
I've never done that, so I can't
Red
make
Man
that
Backy?
comparison.
That is Red Man tobacco.
Yeah.
It's sweet
I can't say
without
I've
being
tried.
like,
Yeah.
I can't now. I don't know.
oh my god.
Yeah.
That is, that
that
is
is-
straight out the pouch Red Man
Two
original.
Muncie hillbillies. They may know.
I mean,
That is straight up Red Man out the pouch tobacco.
So we got a couple of great comments here. Jen says, "You dumbasses! Next time that we see her, why don't we just ask her to bring some of those Albanese?" So next week,
Yeah. Next week,
why don't you bring some 5-pound
The
bags?
mistakes. I don't need the expensive shit.
the $5 bag of mistakes.
Yeah, just like 3 of those.
4.
That's fair, Jen. That's,
4.
That's we
That
are
is
that
true.
one.
We are dumb.
And Ben says, "Kiss the Barrel" should be a beer name, or at least like a remake of "Kiss of a Rose" song. Is like a
Ooh,
Weird Al
Kiss of the
parody.
Barrel would be a great beer name.
That would
Where's
be.
your book?
He doesn't have the book anymore. He just uploads them straight to Untapped now.
Yeah, you want to know who never falls behind now?
That guy.
It took me 3.5 years to figure this shit out.
Guy in a
Tough
lovely
to
denim
have a
hat.
T-shirt ideal
And
too,
mids.
because keep forgetting.
3.5 years in mids.
No, we haven't had any really good t-shirt ideas lately. We're going to have to soon. Speaking of, though, you guys didn't see it because I had him change while it went up.
Yeah, change that.
But we do have, if you go on the site, like I said, we do have our sale going on right now. We still have pre-orders going live for both our coasters, which I left the pre-order price up for the coaster right now. The coasters are going to be $12 at events or once we get them. Right now, it is still at pre-order price of $10. Trust me, that is as cheap as I legitimately can go and make it make sense to, sell them, hold them, or ship them.
I love it.
Oh, nice. Really excited about those coasters. They are going to be made out of the same leather as, can you hand me that square coaster right there? Thank you. The same leather as the Kentucky Fried Fuck coaster here. So that is a girthy piece of leather. It is
Thick boy.
nice. It is beautiful for your glass.
I know, girthy.
And the best part is, what I have noticed, and I agree with one thing that RJ said, these, when you spill anything on them, it doesn't stain as bad. It has a nice, it kind of absorbs the liquor. The one thing about this style is you do get that stain. We had the option of going this way or this. This made the most sense. It's going to be in the shape of our beer, our show logo. So the Two Beerded Guys logo, it's literally cut to that style with our logo on it. Very, very excited for these. We're only ordering 10 as a first round, but until he makes them, if you order the pre-order, I will order more than 10. So hop on that when you're ordering your shirts and everything else.
I can only imagine if I ordered enough for our house and they come and I just set them out for my wife.
It's me. Jamie wouldn't say shit.
I know. It'd be funny as shit, though.
In her head, she'd be saying shit, but if it's me, nah, she ain't saying shit. It's the best part about being the little brother. I'm telling you right now, though, the coaster is going to be worth buying. Our coolest shirt, in my opinion, we have a lot of really cool shirts. Our coolest shirt is coming up only because it is the dumbest, weirdest thing we could do.
I'm saving this.
Just making sure you weren't tapping out.
No.
Like, well, hey,
No, I'm not tapping out.
I saw you getting really close to my quadrant over there.
The Two Beerded Guys times, because it's dumb, because it's stupid. I am so excited for this. Trust me, it's on pre-order on there right now as well. Those, though, do arrive any day now. So if we don't get pre-orders, it's going to be once they're out, they're out. Then we have, it's not designed yet, but it will theoretically be out by the 420 event, and that is the next Star Wars shirt.
Yes.
Which remind us
the
what
Hop Wars shirt.
So we had a new hop.
Exactly.
We had the Hazy Strikes Back. Mm-hmm. And now we have Return of the Westie.
And just a reminder, they are one runs of all the Star Wars shirts. First one's gone. Second one's on sale right now.
Almost gone.
There is smalls, mediums, and we found a large. So if you were a large, we found it. We don't know where the fuck it came. We went to 3 events and said it was gone. There is one left. Hop on and order it because once it's gone, it's gone.
Is that a Patreon subscriber shirt?
It's a really bad question to ask when we haven't actually had a chance to figure that out yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what
I got to get Bob that one, though.
Let me put it this way. No.
Fair.
The only reason I know that is because the shirt that's coming out at the same time as it, the Florida Man, or the Two Beerded Guys Times, because that's what we went with, is the Patreon shirt. No.
I just want to know what it shirt was.
Yeah, so very excited about all our merch. I'm stalling because I'm really trying not to drink this.
I'm not going to finish this. I'm saving this. Like, this isn't... This is gonna be...
It's time to score, though, and Brett, you are first.
Nope.
No, he is.
No, it's the last beer. 7. Oh, it is you.
It is me. So, it is not necessarily anything that I... Like, the flavors, like, it's not my favorite flavors, it's not this, that, or the other, but it's still a goddamn 5 because it's... I can appreciate how amazing this is without going, I love everything about it. I do love everything about it. It's just not like the flavors I would choose.
Okay.
I hope that makes sense.
That does, to me.
It is still a 5.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
2 beers that has something wrong with it for John that got 5s. You want to know how good these last 2 beers have been?
They're
that good.
They're that good.
Just got confirmation from the lovely Brandon Holder at Tarnished Hollow, who designs and makes our shirts and deals with me.
The biggest triumph of all.
In all fairness, he deals with John the most because I am a lot.
Yes.
But he did just say,
Yes.
our newest Star Wars is still being aimed for 420. You know, for instance, the Florida Man we thought would come out, unfortunately, and it was ready. It was ready.
Yeah, he's ready.
The shirt didn't come in.
Yep.
So he will be ready to have them by 420, hopefully.
Yeah.
The shirt companies, cooperate.
Yep.
But, so.
You've heard me gush over this.
Did you?
It's easy to say it's a 5. It's amazing. Like, tasting it through my nose was a new experience for me.
One of the easiest and hardest beers to score simultaneously.
Okay.
It's so unique. It has such different flavor profiles.
Yeah.
That alone makes it like, you start doing it in your head. Well, fuck, what do I compare it to? And we don't try to compare beers, but like
Like a
can't help
style.
it.
when you're trying to think of styles, when you're trying to think of just beers in that style that you loved. Okay, so where does this fall? Just so I can. It doesn't match up with a lot of things. It is an old ale, like it matches everything that goes, but it's
Right.
different. It's weird. It's
You
unique.
made a beer taste like that.
So
the fuck you do
that makes it hard. But what makes it easy is, holy fuck, I've never tried to drink a beer this slow on this show. It not only is a 5, to me, it's one of our top 5 we've ever had on the show.
Wow.
This is an incredible fucking beer. Thank you, Burns. Wayne, you and your wife are literally the 2 greatest human beings. Thank you for putting up with us and my hungover ass that day.
I think most of us were nursing it pretty hard that day.
We did drink a little slower that day.
Yeah, any other day we'd have been putting that down a lot quicker.
Matt, what for you? What is this beer?
I have to agree with actually all 3 of you. Tyler's right. This is a really hard one to score because it is such a weird, unique, one-off kind of beer. It's hard to kind of categorize it to know like what to hold it to as far as like flavor-wise goes. I agree with John. These aren't necessarily like, if I was to be like, oh man, my favorite flavors I want in a beer, this isn't what I would have thought of to put in there.
No.
But I also agree with Brett, like this thing's just fucking delicious. Like the layers of complexity on this, the flavors that are in here, the quality of craftsmanship, the execution, the 20%. Which we didn't even like this.
20%.
Speaking of 20%,
It doesn't drink like
this.
20.03. It's so specific.
This drink's really smooth for a 20% beer. We didn't
Still
even mention
hot.
that.
Like when you drink it, it's like the last one. You're not fooled by its high.
I've been thinking 14 on this one.
Yeah,
I was thinking 15.
you
Yeah.
don't
So
think
a whole
it's low, but yeah,
5%?
you wouldn't guess 20.
A
Like,
whole more than a Coors Light, but lower. Like,
Yeah.
like this is a 5 just for that sheer quality, uniqueness, the flavors, the execution. This is a really amazing beer.
Our last 2 beers averaged 19%.
I mean, it's
Yes.
you guys can.
I love it.
03.
0.01 and a half.
I don't. You got, like I said, dumbest man in beer, but
We know.
I don't compare between beers and beers.
You get ready to, though.
But this is fucking amazing.
Beer of the night.
Yes.
Matt, kick it off.
Up until I had this, it was the Dragon's Milk. And having this, I can't say anything other. This is just so unique and amazing.
So it's this.
Yes.
As unique and amazing as this beer is, the Dragon's Milk nails a little bit more of my favorite flavors more. So I'm going to go the Dragon's Milk. But god damn.
Before you speak, I want to big gulp this because I big gulp every beer we have on the show because we've learned that it's an important part, but like
Then that's less.
I have exactly the amount for a big gulp. I want it so bad.
Oh, yeah. I want to shout out before we're off.
Worth it.
Worth it.
Anyway, go ahead.
No, but we'll
Oh
finish.
yeah.
And then
Sorry, I
No.
got it. That was heaven.
I agree with John.
Ooh, it is warmer though. You get a little ethanol through the nose a little bit.
See?
You get a little ethanol. It jumped to a 17. Like 17% tasting.
Yep.
All right.
Big gulp flavors were a little more unique, a little more bold. And then all of a sudden, like, the ethanol though was like, ooh, shit. Like, almost watered the eye a little
That's
bit.
what I'm saying. It
Like,
comes
goddamn.
this way, and you're like, oh.
Anyway, beer of the night, Brett.
I'm going with Dragon's Milk because it totally caught me off guard. I love this beer, but the Dragon's Milk caught me off guard.
So for me, it was this one,
That's
the
fair.
cider,
That's fair.
until the very last drink.
Ha.
Not the big gulp, but the last open of that. Burns wins. The Mega Ripple Precambrian Mega Ripple was by far beer of the night.
Ben says, hey, big gulps, huh?
That was heaven. It really was. Guys, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
John has something for us that must be pretty damn important. Look at him.
It is damn important because
Is it you take us to the next
I
gun show?
mentioned Saturday a little bit, but the Moonlight at the eatery. That fucking Kobe beef meatloaf sando.
Oh, fuck.
Smash the Sandos.
Dude, that was amazing.
With a really good, like, Gouda cheese sauce.
Yeah. Yeah. I am not mad at that at all. They've been open now officially like 13 shifts? 13 or 14 shifts?
It was 12 Saturday.
Yeah.
And they're only open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so it's only been like 12.
Yeah, yeah. So they've only been open 12 shifts. If you're in that area, you live in that area, I know we have several people who live up there.
What area is that?
Go. That's South Bend.
It's the Bend. It's the dirty
Yeah.
Bend.
Yeah.
And
Go.
it's downtown, so
Up north?
hashtag.
Our wonderful friend Jen, vodka Jen, not Jen with two N's.
Who's also wonderful.
Who is wonderful. But Jen with one N, vodka Jen, spends her nights there helping out her friend who owns the place. Damn. And go for the Gibson. Also ask for one.
That Gibson. That was weird.
Yeah.
Tasty,
It was.
weird.
Shit. It's just the way I like it.
That big gulp. Yeah. Matt, you got anything for us to end it?
That's the end of it,
Perfect.
guys.
Guys, if anybody's still watching, make sure you support all our cool partners and supporters on the side there. Not only our Patreon supporters that you see mid-screen, but also our partners on that screen, our Can sponsor, Craft or Die, who will be coming out with a new glass this month. Holy shit. I don't think you understand how much money we have spent on Craft or Die glasses, even with our partnership. You need to do it. You need to buy them. They're worth it. He owns some. Hell, my other brother who doesn't collect shit besides movies owns some. This is a
My wife-
once in a lifetime kind of glass. Every time it's gone, it's like our merch. When it's gone, it is fucking gone. So support that. And also, guys, be on the lookout for the none other, the one, the only, our newest partner, Chugger Nights.
Sugar Nights.
We will be back. We will have fun. And guess what? Two Bearded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews returns this week. Later.